Good morning. Back to work this week. I'm ready. And we're going to have a good week, or at least the first part of it here. We should get a lot done. So, Dad must be loading up the sprayer because I hear it screaming out here. I'm going to go check in with him, see what's going on. Phil's doing some tillage work running the disc on the field just up on the corner. Things are happening. We got to get some beans planted. So Dad is spraying corn, putting our herbicide on the corn, the Acuron. He's got this one load that he's going to do now, and then he only has one more to do here at Waldron. He does need to get to Berkey yet and spray that corn. We were trying to wait until we get the beans planted down there so that we can do it all in one trip with the sprayer. We need to go and do a little looking around. I've got that one little cornfield there, that or potential cornfield, that triangle field that's always flooded. We're going to go look and see if I can plant some corn in there today. We're going to do it and be done with the corn. And then we're going to get the Anhydrous bar hooked up to the 8RX. We have not hooked that up yet. We got to get it out, pressure check everything, make sure it's all going to work, get the monitor hooked up. We have not done that. And we're going to start side dressing this early corn probably tomorrow, although priority number one right now is planting beans. We have got to get the beans planted as fast as possible. We've got a little window between today and Wednesday, it looks like, to get some stuff done. So Brock is here. He just went up to go take over the tillage tractor from Phil. Hopefully Phil comes back, gets in the bean planter, and goes to plant, but we will see. So he should be back here in a minute. I'm going to wait, check in with him, talk to him, and then we're going to go check on that field, see if we can plant the corn. But we got to get this corn planter unhooked. So whether we're going to go plant 10 acres and then unhook it, or just unhook it now, that's what we're deciding. Happenings, things are happening. All right, we are back in a tractor, planting tractor. Phil and I went and looked at some fields. Sorry, I did not film any of it. The corn stalks are really wet yet. They're hanging very wet. He cannot plant beans, even in the stuff that we already had worked. It's just goo underneath, and we'll wreck it. Brock is running the disc on some corn stalks because, well, we feel like we need to break them open and let them air out and dry out. Otherwise, they're just going to hang wet, and they're not going to dry out ever. So that's what we're doing. We dropped the packer off the disc to try and leave it fluffier so that it gets more air in it and helps dry it out. And we have that field that was wheat that we sprayed and killed off and is going to get planted back to beans. Phil is going to take the field cultivator there and work that up. Phil has never run our field cultivator too much, or the Gen 4 monitor that we have in that tractor. So I've got to walk him through that in a few minutes here when he gets to the field. I did look at that little triangle field that I've talked about that's going to corn. We can go plant it, 3/4 of it. So we're going to put just a little bit of fertilizer on the planter here, and we're going to go do that, and we're going to do it quickly and now because I have to be done in an hour to take my wife and baby to a doctor's appointment. So we've got about 100 gallons on there. I don't think we're going to plant more than 10 acres. It should be enough. We do need some more seed though. We're going to throw all these open bags in the planter. In the planter, on the planter. Now we're going to put them in. We'll have to just take them out if it's too much. It'll be fine. All right. I have put in all the half-empty plot bags and open bags of seed that we had around. There's probably 15 different hybrids in the planter right now, and probably enough to plant 20 acres, not 10. But whatever, it'll be fine. 10:08. I need to be back here before 11 at like 10:45 because wife and baby have doctor's appointments. So I think we're gonna actually wait until we get back to go and plant this. I'm gonna help Phil get started with the field cultivator. I'll show him how that works. And then we'll worry about this later. I'll have time. It's fine. It's still wet. We need things to dry. She's still a sweet planting rig. Pretty dang cool. You can also see where we finished up the other morning. We had a lot of that muck. We were in that real black dirt. It was a little sticky. So as soon as we set that in the ground, all that'll fall off. Help clean our planter up. That's a good thing too. Anyway, Phil just took off. Can you see him? Can you see him over there? He just took off with the field cultivator. We're going to go get him set up and help him get started. Oh, that's so cool. 2 rounds later, he is off to go. In good shape. It's still plenty wet. It's still really, really wet in some spots. We're going to be going around wet spots here for the week. It looks like it is what it is. But we're getting something done. The idea is to break this ground open and let it dry out. It's kind of sealed off on top, and we just can't get any air into it. So, all right, it is now 10:40. I'm gonna head home, take the wife and baby to the doctor's appointment. I got a text from the news reporter that did that story on me a month or so ago. He wants to do another one, so we might have a news reporter out this afternoon. Let's see if I can't get an 8RX on the news. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Oh, all right, just dropped Maddie and Morelli off at home. That was a very long doctor's appointment. We had to go. She's fine. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Just needs to keep eating. That's all we got to do. So it is now 2 o'clock. TV interview people are going to be here any minute. So that's fun. And we got some corn to plant. And then we got to drop the planter and get an anhydrous blower out. And I also have preschool graduation tonight at 6, which is ridiculous, but I have to do that. So it'll be a short work day, but I'm getting a lot of very important things done. They're here. We're off. Phil just pulled back in with the field cultivator. He was finishing up in that field where we had left him, so all good. Let's go. There's the field Phil was working. Actually doesn't look too bad. I know that parts of that was really wet, but most of it looks like it worked up pretty well. All right, we're rolling. We did our interview. You're gonna be on YouTube now.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So they're setting up some cameras and away we go. We don't have that much to do here. There's a big wet spot over in that corner that we're gonna have to plant around. I don't know, I'm guessing there's 10 out of the 15 acres we're gonna get planted, but it's the 23rd of May. It's time to get it done. Well, we're doing it. And being filmed while we do it, which is weird. I'm used to doing the filming, not being filmed. All right, well, that was a quick little interview. Spent about 30 seconds to a minute talking to me on the end of the field over there. And then the guy rode with me and took a bunch of pictures or videos with his GoPro. And now he's standing over there with a real camera, taking some video of me, and they'll be out of here in a minute, so. We need to focus on not going in that mud and getting stuck. So we're planting up to it as best we can, but no more than that. This field is triangular shaped. I'll show you the outline here. And basically we're gonna go from here and then all the way over, up back into there. And we're just gonna plant this side of it. I should probably run my rows the other way since it's shorter, but this is just the way we always farm it. So it's the way we're gonna do it here. If by some miracle things dry out on that other end there that we can't plant now, and we could potentially come back in and plant it, we would plant beans maybe, but it's not likely to dry up anytime soon, so I don't anticipate that happening. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See that? Can you? Yeah, you can't see it. There. See those balls jumping? We ran out. We ran out of starter. Fortunately, we've got like, I don't know, an acre to go. Close enough. Just finishing up this little point. Got one more pass to make. Let's see, corn 9.82. Look at that, 10 acres. I told you it was going to be 10 acres. Okay, there's going to be a little triangle there that doesn't get planted. Well, it's less than 4 rows. That is a official wrap. Done. 10.88 we did in this field. So, that officially wraps up all of the corn planting for 2022. I cannot guarantee that we will not have any replant to do, but it doesn't look likely. Everything's pretty well out of the ground except for the very last planted stuff, and the chances of it needing to be replanted are slim to none. The best chance is the stuff that we just planted, and that's if we happen to get 2 or 3 or 4 inches of rain on Wednesday and Thursday, the next time they're calling for it, and this all floods and is completely underwater. But by the time it would dry out, it would be too late to plant corn, and we would just plant it to beans. So, yeah, that's it. We're done with corn. I am not committed to saying that we're done with corn and not going to have any replant enough to clean the corn planter up and get it all put away, tucked in the barn for next year. It's unlikely. I mean, we could do that, but we don't have time anyway, right? So we're going to go home and get this unhooked. We're going to stuff it in the barn somewhere out of the way, but where we can get it back out to clean it up here in a few weeks. We've got to get the anhydrous bar hooked up. So that is priority number one and what we're off to do. I take that back. That is not priority number one. Priority number one is planting the beans. But I do not have a lot to do with planting the beans, and it's too wet. So we're going to get the anhydrous bar hooked up. I think we're going to move that seed tender and stuff this planter back in that corner as far as we can go. There's not really room over there for now. I thought about putting it in the back of the shop, but it's nice to be able to drive in there when we can. Hey, grab the forklift. Forklift. Thank you. This backhoe is kind of a problem. We need this to not be in here because it's doing this crap. It's peeing on the floor and I don't like it. Well, would you look at that? Just in the nick of time we did finish planting. A hose leaking. I just noticed a little spot on the floor. Where'd that come from? Couldn't have been long because there's no dust stuck to it or here. Bummer. Good thing we got done, but now we got to replace a hose, and that one goes all the way through that tube back to the center somewhere. So how fun will that be? I believe we're free. Okay, come on. All right, we got to pull this tractor in the shop because we have to take that quick coupler off. We cannot use a quick coupler with the anhydrous bar, so we're gonna go in the shop and do that, and then we'll see what's in the way and get it hooked up. I'm not gonna have much time to do much because it's 3:25, and I have to leave at like 4:30, so I got like an hour. This should be as simple as pulling this bolt and knocking the pin out, pulling this, knocking that pin out, and doing the same on this side. Should be. We'll see if it is. Well, the bolt came right out. What are the chances the pin comes right out? All right, there's those two. We just gotta get the top link off and then it's free. Oh, you got a little stuff to move out of the way. Some fuel tanks, some bandsaw blades, I think we can get her away without moving the logs, but Dad's little storage area over here. And workbench, apparently. Well, we got the stuff out from in front of it. Dad still got some logs, and we got a combine sitting on the other side of this door that might make this a bit of a challenge, but we're gonna see how we do here. You can't see anything. Look at them dirty windows. Terrible. Terrible. There, that's better. Well, we're getting it. We got one side in. Actually, the other side's in, but we forgot a washer, spacer, so we're gonna take it out and redo it. All right, well, we've got it. We've just got to get the legs folded up there and get our monitor all set up. Whew. That turned into a little more of an ordeal than it should have. Thing swings a lot when you turn, and so getting it out around the logs and everything was difficult, but we got it. So we got to check tires, just get it out in front and unfold it. We are not going to the field with this tonight. We might be able to get a tank yet. Tomorrow. Do something tomorrow. All right. Well, I think we're going to be able to do this. It's just going to, like I said, we got to check tires and make sure everything is good to go. We did a lot of work, and by we, I mean Brock did a lot of work, Brock and Phil, really, to this last year. All new openers, all new boots, I believe. I know we've got all new beaver tails. We did a ton of maintenance to this after we finished last year. So everything's in really good shape and practically brand new parts and should do a really good job for us. I remember these opener blades were quite worn. They're like 26 new, and I think the old ones were down to 21 or 22 inch diameter. So I thought it did a great job for us last year. Last year was the first year we had run it. It should do an even better job with new hardware on it, so that's good. A new horse pulling it won't hurt either. I mean, it'll look cooler, at least. I know that. We're doing, too much. We're doing a little greasing, getting this ready. There's 3 grease zerks on every row unit, so we've got to hit those. I'm trying to do it with, oh yeah. I got to use 2 hands, but we're greasing it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, we also have to get this monitor mounted in the cab, but I'm about out of time, so I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. All right, I have to go to preschool graduation. I'll save my thoughts on preschool graduation and just tell you that I'm going to go because it's my son and I'm supporting him. Anyway, did you see my sweatshirt? Did you guys see this? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's all dirty now. We'll fix that. But anyway, farmfocus.com. I don't think they're there yet, but they are coming very, very soon. I will be sure and let you know. We'll wrap this up when I get back. We're back. Phil's got the planter out. He's gonna go plant some beans tonight, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna help him move his truck, and I'm not doing a whole lot tonight, but we'll at least get him moved around. I mean, it doesn't look bad. You can tell it was a little slabby in a few spots, or a little wet, but it fit up pretty smooth and pretty nice. I'd be pretty happy with this, I think. All right, well, I guess that's it for me tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to try and put some anhydrous on, I think, unless I need to do something to help the beans keep getting planted. So, Phil's dad's working up another field right now, so Phil should have at least another 60 acres, plus the field that he's got tonight to do. And then we'll just kind of see. It's just a letting things dry game at this point. So, but if there's nothing I can do there, we'll start putting some anhydrous on some of that first planted corn that's getting big enough to do so, and we'll at least be productive here for the next couple of days until it starts to rain. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions and comments, leave them down below. I will keep you posted on the Farm Focus link, and I think I got a screen record of the interview that they did on me today. It was on the news, so I'll play that now. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.